Good morning, everyone, and welcome to WEBS, Tuesday, November 26, 2013. It is our last day of school for this week as we have a wonderful holiday coming up. So, boys and girls, let's see what's going on today, and we'll finish up this week with a wonderful day today and come back next week on Monday. With me today, I have, tell them your name.
Jakari.
Jakari from?
K-Todd.
K-Todd, very good. And this friend's name is?
Dejan.
From?
From Miss Hoffman.
Very good. And then I have?
Vitae for Miss Paulson and Miss Palmer.
Very good. And then I have?
Landon from Miss Shaw's class.
Thank you, Landon. And?
Mason from Miss Shaw's class.
Very good, boys. Let's all stand up, friends. We're going to put our right hand over our heart. Let Miss Chandler help. You did it right, sweetheart. There we go. Everybody out there with their right hand, and we're going to say that Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Awesome. Let's take our moment of silence, please. All right, y'all scoot back and have a seat. I think if we squish in, everybody will fit. There we go. That's good, Dejan. You can sit right on the edge. Let's do some announcements and some news. Let's start with birthdays. Today, November 26th, Yasin Labib, Grayson Myers, Madeline Wetz. Happy birthday to you guys. Now, guys, we got a lot of birthdays to announce because we had birthdays while we're out on our break, don't we? So let's go through some of those. Tomorrow, the 27th, Rowan Broyles, Bryce Fulton, Elijah Pilgrim, Delilah Scott. On Thanksgiving Day, Daisy Guerra, Camden Lemus, Adam Merritt, Caleb Rollins, and Abigail Smith. Then on Friday, November 29th, Janiyah Brown, Amarion Harris, Katie Lackey, Briley Lambert, and Kenneth Simmons. We have none for children on November 30th, but Sunday, December 1st, Elijah Lewis, Noel Nelson, and Lillian Thrift. And we will celebrate you guys today. We hope you have a fabulous day. Come up for birthday goodies after we finish our news program. We would also like to say, let me go through here and see. Miss Chandler's missing a sheet. There it is. Sorry about that, guys. Everything's all mixed up here. Miss Compton has a birthday, November 28th. While we are out on our break, we wish Miss Compton a super-duper special birthday. And I believe we have covered everybody. Guys, we are still working on a life skill of problem solving, figuring out a solution when there's a problem that arises. And, responsibility, 11:18 through 11:22 last week. Miss Bailey's class and Miss Shirley's class had all their library books. Very responsible, Miss Bailey's group and Miss Shirley's group. We love to hear that good news. Guys, we'd like to take a moment and remind you of something. It was very cold this week, and a lot of boys and girls have brought gloves, coats, and hats. If you have a hat or gloves or a coat, please, please put your name in it. Have your parents. When breakfast was over today, we had a lot of kids who did not remember to pick up their hat, and we don't know whose it is. If you can at all put your name in your hat or your whatever, gloves, scarves, coats, that way, if you leave them somewhere, we can return them to you. So try to do that. And it's getting cold, so we need to wear those. That's a good announcement to have. I do know that we, as a school, we've talked about helping others. We did this Jump Rope for Heart thing. We've had our Heart Heroes. We're going to introduce our special guest with Mr. Hofnagel, but before we do, Mr. Hofnagel found out we raised over $10,000 at this school. Boys and girls, that's amazing. I don't know any school who's ever done that. So good job, everybody, for American Heart Association. And now let's turn it over to Mr. Hofnagel so we can meet another Heart Hero.
Thank you, Miss Chandler. Good morning, boys and girls. As you know, we've been participating in Jump Rope for Heart all week long, helping to raise money from the American Heart Association. And I have I have a few guests here today. We've met Miss Lott before. She works for the American Heart Association. And boys and girls, you know that we have kindergarten and first grade come to me for PE class, but our child development classes, they don't come to me. There's just so many students in our school. But I have found another heart hero, boys and girls, and I will be teaching William next year in kindergarten. He's in Miss Allen's class. And boys and girls, we've met some other friends of ours in our school that were born with some sick hearts. And we have William here, who's had some heart issues when he was a baby. And I've invited Mr. and Mrs. Brody on here to share their story with us, just like our other friends in our school, boys and girls. So I'm going to turn it over to them and let them share their story about William.
William was born with a congenital heart defect, as we know as pulmonary atresia with VSD, meaning his right heart, the right valve of his heart, didn't open up to allow blood flow to his lungs, meaning he stopped breathing. So he has had 3 open heart surgeries to help with his heart, and what they call 4 heart caths. And but he is just like you, boys and girls. He runs around, he plays, he eats, he loves hockey football, he loves anything Gamecocks.
Anything baseball.
Anything baseball. He doesn't care. And you wouldn't know it unless, he lifted up his shirt and showed you his scar. You would not know it. He's a normal kid, just like any kid out there that's watching this. He's normal.
And boys and girls, that's what the doctors work hard to. They work hard to fix those sick hearts. And we've talked about in PE class how the heart pumps the blood and blood carries oxygen to all parts of our body. Well, one of the little valves, we call it, it's like a door to his heart, was blocked.
It never formed.
It never formed, so there really wasn't a door for the blood to flow through his heart. And so the oxygen couldn't get there. And that's what the amazing doctors can go in and do surgery and
create a door.
And created it. So, and the money that you help us raise goes to fund those doctors and research. And then you guys were at MUSC too?
Yes.
And once again, boys and girls, the Medical University of South Carolina down in Charleston, that is the Heart Center. And I think Miss Lott has something for William. William Bryce Brody, I do believe.
William Bryce Brody. Gosh, William, 5 heart surgeries. Boys and girls, I want to thank you because what you're doing is helping little boys just like Bryce to be able to have a normal life. And I want to present you our Heart Hero Award because, my friend, you are a bigger heart hero than Batman or Spider-Man because not only you fought for your life, my friend. So I want you to always remember that. If anybody says, you know any heroes, you're going to say, I am one, okay? There you go, Mr. Bryce. And I have an Olympic gold medal for you from American Heart Association because you're my hero.
You said thank you.
And I have this little heart hero for you because you're a heart hero, and I want you to remember that every day, boys and girls, that we have heart heroes right here who go to school with us. And I want to say thanks again for all you do. Thank you, Bryce.
You say thank you.
And boys and girls, we want to thank William's parents for coming on and sharing their story because it's not hard. It's tough for grown-ups and parents to go through something when their child is not well, and especially when they're going through something as scary as surgery. Once again, boys and girls, thank you for helping us out with the American Heart Association, and I want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing our story.
Thank you so much. We're so lucky to have our heart heroes here in our school. We have a few announcements. I'll only do a few for time. Waylon Thomas in Formo Treasure, Randy and Miss Phones of Folders, Zoe in Formo and Eraser, Sophie and Almond Popsicle, Logan and Almond and Mrs. Logan T. Popsicle, Serenity, a highlighter, Hayden and M, lunch with a friend, Miss Shirley, Noah gets a highlighter, Trayvon, lunch with a friend, Miss Bodkin, Sawyer gets a popsicle, Elijah, Almond and Phones will eat with Miss West, Peyton and Phones a popsicle, Jaden a popsicle, Nigel a popsicle. Miss Formo, lunch with Aaliyah for Zanadia. Noah will get a folder. Ethan will get a highlighter. Michael will have a special share, and Shakir will receive a pencil. We have, let's see, first grade, Markham, I think this is Alejandra, an eraser. Miss Eucler, Isaac, a pencil. Chelsea, a notebook. Miss Key, Hudson, a folder. A highlighter for Tucker and Key. Katie will have lunch with a friend. That's Katie S. Katie Vu, lunch with a friend. Margaret, a highlighter. Isaac, a highlighter. Thad, a popsicle. And Christine, I'm not sure what Christine wants. Let me know. And same for Devondre. In Miss Edwards' class, Brianna will come help me do the news. Jocelyn and Key, popsicle. Sit down, please. Kayla, read to another class. Tatiana will get a highlighter. Ronan will help me do the news. Anjali will receive a highlighter. And treasure for Bryce and Key. Pencil for Cameron and Key. And we are up to Jakari is here. Mason is here to do the news. Landon. Devontae. And Deshaun. Let's announce some bus riders, and then I'll have the rest of my cards for tomorrow. I've got Alexandra and Miss Traxler from Miss Emma's bus rider of the week. Brittany Bellamy from Miss Pullum on bus 4, and Elia Gomez from Miss A. Todd on bus 39. Way to go. Friends, we wish you a happy and wonderful Thanksgiving. We do not come to school Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Make today terrific Tuesday and have a great break. We'll see you back Monday. Can everybody wave bye?
Bye.